How does it feel to be the best team in the NBA? How does it feel? This video is brought to you by the Run It Back Teespring store. Click the link in the description. Get all the Run It Back merch. Use the code RUNMY20 for 20% off. What better time to put out the Maxey's Taxi t-shirt? It will be up there today. Tyrese Maxey driving a taxi with buckets in the backseat because he's delivering buckets. Also, I was out a little bit late last night. I'm a little bit short on sleep. I ran out of coffee. Maybe you can help me out. Buymeacoffee.com/runitback. All right, let's get into this, man. The Philadelphia 76ers are, in fact, the best team in the NBA. Right now, it's early. I know. We're 6 games into the season. Maybe I'm trolling a little bit. But listen, you might say, DJ Eastwood, you haven't played anybody good. You know what I mean? You played the Wizards. You played the Cavs, who you got blown out by. You played the Hornets. Now you get to play the Hornets again. I get that. But what I'm seeing from this team, the defensive intensity, the offensive fluid, the cohesiveness, the chemistry, the ball movement, everybody being on the same page and everybody working hard. I am impressed. The Hornets have some talent. By the way, all right? I know they're not a good team. They don't have that player or those couple of players that's really going to put you over the top. But Terry Rozier, of course, dropped 35 points on us. The dude is always an absolute pain in the ass when we play him ever since he played for Boston, coming off the bench in the playoffs, killing us. Every time the shot clock's running down, fade away, ridiculous shot. You know it's going in. It's Terry Rozier. It's Aaron Baines. It's those kind of players that always killed us. Al Horford, before we stole him from Boston and then shipped him out to Oklahoma City. But Terry Rozier put up 35 on us. Gordon Hayward is what he is. Massively overpaid, 30 years old, but still a solid NBA player. You know, this isn't a tanking team. This is a fringe 8th seed probably team. You know what I mean? And then you talk about LaMelo Ball, number 1 pick in the draft, and I saw a little bit of Tyrese Maxey. I saw a little twinkle in his eye. He wanted a piece of LaMelo Ball in this game because he said, okay, number 1 pick, watch what I can do. But, you know, LaMelo Ball is what he is. There wasn't a crazy amount of talent in that draft, right? So LaMelo was number 1. LaMelo Ball did put 13 points on us and 5 assists, 4 for 12. You know what I mean? His shot is wonky, looking just like everybody in that family. I don't know what the hell LeVar Ball did teaching these kids how to shoot growing up because none of them have the right mechanics. But anyway, the Hornets are nothing to scoff at, but still not a good team. Obviously, we're all looking forward to the Brooklyn Nets team, the Brooklyn Nets game coming up next Thursday. I'm probably going to take off work because that's the first game that is worthy to give the Sixers some kind of credit. Like, that's the game that's going to really tell us what we have, right? And I said that's going to be an implosion. I said that in the offseason, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving together on the same team, 2 hotheads, 2 self-centered pricks. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I could say prick on YouTube. And they already started fighting. I tweeted a picture of it. I tweeted a picture of Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant already yelling at each other, and it's only 5 games into the season, so I cannot wait to watch that inevitable implosion as it comes down to it. And the way we've looked against these teams so far, I think we have a damn good chance against the Brooklyn Nets. You guys can let me know what you think. Let's get into this game. The Sixers have shooters on deck. That's what we got that we've been missing. I mean, there's a lot of things we have that we've been missing, like a competent NBA head coach. But we got shooters on deck. Just watching this game, who are you going to guard? We got shooters everywhere, like a 6ix9ine video. Except we're not pointing fingers and putting people in jail. We're just letting our shooters shoot and closing our lips. Who are you going to guard, huh? You guard Danny Green, Seth Curry's open. You guard Seth Curry, Danny Green's open. You guard Seth and Danny, Shake Milton's open. Tobias Harris is open. There's just wide open shots everywhere. And it's because of spacing. It's because of floor spacing, knowing where to be on the floor, these players, but also Daryl Morey looking at this roster and saying, what the were you guys doing for 3 seasons in a row, not putting shooters around Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid? It's not rocket science. Surround these 2 guys with shooters, and look what you got. Am I overreacting because we haven't played anybody good so far? Yes, and I don't care. Woo! All right, if you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button on the video. Help me rank up on YouTube. We got 600 likes on the last podcast episode on YouTube. I want 1,000. I think I deserve 1,000 likes. So I'm going to give you 5 seconds right now to hit the like button. All right, man, and don't forget to hit the dislike button if you're a fraud. Woo, man. Where do we go from here? All right, the defense, buddy. The defense, it's looking night and day difference from the team last season. The intensity, the effort, they look locked in. Everybody looks locked in. They look like they're trying. They look like they care. They're giving energy. You guys tried to tell me coaching doesn't matter. You Brett Brown supporters tried to tell me it's not about the coach, it's about the players. NBA coaches don't matter. The players have to play the game. The players have to be motivated. There's a skill to be talked about in itself of getting $180 million players to be motivated. Do you think I would be motivated to do anything in life if somebody handed me $180 million? No. I'd probably fake an injury so I could lay on the beach for the rest of my life. If there's a talent in getting $180 million players to be motivated, Doc Rivers has that talent. And the whole coaching staff together, Sam Cassell, Dave Yeager, Dan Burke, all these dudes together in practice are looking at these players and literally changing them, bringing them to life, making them the best version of themselves. I'm so happy. There's only a couple times I've been this happy in my life, okay? When I found out my kid was a boy, that's probably number 1, because I was so scared to have a girl. Shout out to you guys that have daughters out there. That's probably a lot more work, okay? There's only a couple times I was more happier than I am right now, and that's just because Philadelphia sports is my blood. It matters so much to me in my life. It's probably unhealthy, and there's probably more important things in life, but not to me, all right? The defense looks incredible, and that's what's going to take this team to the next level. Let's make a very early, way too early, comparison. The 2004 Detroit Pistons. Okay, just think about it for a second. I think I made this comparison before. 5 guys on the floor that can all play defense, right? Tayshaun Prince, Rip Hamilton, Chauncey Billups, Rasheed Wallace, and Ben Wallace, right? 5 guys on the floor that can lock down their position, but also 5 guys on the floor that can score in double figures every single night. You know, and that team didn't have that one superstar. They didn't have a LeBron James. They didn't have a Kobe Bryant. They didn't have a Kevin Durant. You know, they didn't have that one superstar. It was 5 guys working together as a cohesive unit, working hard on defense and moving the ball on offense. No one guy had all the attention on them. They were just swinging the ball around to whoever had the open shot, and it was unstoppable, and they won a championship. Now, obviously, Joel Embiid is our number 1 guy, but with the double teams and triple teams that come his way as soon as he touches the ball, all we do is give it to him, pass it out, swing it around the perimeter, and shoot wide open threes. It's absolutely beautiful to watch. Let me know in the comments if that's a stupid comparison. Tweet me at IamDJ Eastwood if that's a stupid comparison. You know what I'm saying, man. I'm especially impressed with Shake Milton and Tyrese Maxey's defense because, you know, Shake Milton has what he has offensively, and we didn't know last year if he was going to morph into a solid defender, and he looks like he is just giving so much effort on the defensive end. And I'm even impressed with Tyrese Maxey's defense at only 6'3", the way he's staying in front of guards, swiping at balls, getting loose balls, getting turnovers. I'm absolutely loving it. I might be way too high on this team. I might be overreacting like crazy. But the shooters, the ball movement, the defense, I really, really think this Sixers team, the way it's constructed right now, can do some damage. Is a threat to basically everybody. Now we gotta wait. We gotta wait and see what they look like against good teams. But man, it is. Whew. All right, we got a little bit sloppy in the third quarter. Okay, we had some bad turnovers. A couple. Ben Simmons throws a pass right to the defense, hits himself in the head. Like, what the hell am I doing? Had another one, bad turnover. A Seth Curry turnover where he tries to make a one-handed, left-handed pass to the post. Thought he was Steph for a second. You know what I mean? But no, we got a little sloppy in the third. Couple of turnovers. On the other end, giving up wide open threes. You know what I'm saying? And Doc calls timeout. Doc's on the sideline screaming at players. That's what I absolutely love about this guy. He doesn't care if you're Michael Jordan himself. What are you doing? Get down there. Dwight Howard had a play in the fourth quarter where he thought he got fouled, and he was busy yelling at the referee instead of getting back on defense, and they got a bucket in transition. Doc called a timeout and yelled at Dwight Howard. That's an NBA veteran, and Doc's like, what are you doing? I just love it. I love the energy. I love Doc Rivers' just experience, his prowess, and the level of respect that he demands from players. We're going to get to Tobias Harris in a second. Trust me. I know that's probably why you're watching this video or listening to this podcast. We're going to get to Tobias Harris. Danny Green came out of a slump a little bit in the first quarter, okay? He had 11 points in the first quarter. He was 3 for 3 from 3. We're going to need that from Danny Green, right? He was the only one that was shooting a poor percentage in the last couple of games, and I said he's still valuable to have on the floor because his on-ball defense is just fantastic. But if Danny Green can play the defense that he plays and can knock down threes at a high clip, he shot 3 for 6 in this game. I think he was 50% from 3, right? So Danny Green came out of it a little bit. 3 for 3 in the first quarter, started bricking the rest of the game basically, but at least he gave us that in the third quarter, those 11 points. Love that from Danny Green. Ben Simmons was Ben Simmons. We just need to accept the fact now. This is what we have. I still think that if you told me in 2016, this guy who looks like LeBron James 2.0 is not going to be a threat to score in the NBA. He's going to be a very, very, very good defender, and he's going to be a facilitator. That's a valuable player to have, right? But you don't tank and draft that kind of player number 1 overall. You tank and draft a Joel Embiid. You tank and draft a Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, right? Allen Iverson, Tracy McGrady, who should have been way higher. I could go into all kinds of stuff like that. But those are the kind of players you tank for. So I still think that. But at the end of the day, Doc Rivers didn't draft him. Doc doesn't care how high he was drafted. Doc's sitting there like, I don't care if this guy shoots. I know what I have in him. The fact that you guys tanked for 3 years and drafted him first overall has nothing to do with me. I'm gonna use the guy the best way that I can with what he's showing me, right? So that is what it is. Ben got a couple buckets later in the game that took his scoring up to like 15 points, I think he had in this game. But listen, man, lockdown defense, and just being a facilitator. And when guys are hitting threes, when guys are surrounding Ben Simmons on the three-point line and are knocking down shots, he's always pretty much always going to have a triple-double. He's always going to have 10 rebounds. He's always going to have over 10 assists when guys are shooting like this. So you have a 15-point triple-double guy that can play lockdown defense. Not a tanking number 1 overall pick kind of guy, but still incredibly valuable player. All right, that's all we got. We're going to live with what we have at this point, and let's all just admit that Ben Simmons is an insanely valuable player. All right, And then, of course, when he gets a steal and kicks it up to Seth, and Seth throws a no-look alley-oop, and we get a little bit of Dwayne Wade, LeBron James action. I'm not complaining about that. I love me a little bit of no-look alley-oop, a little bit of Ben Simmons two-handed slam. I love it. Maybe I'm done bashing Ben Simmons. Maybe I'm going to live with the fact that he's not a shooter. He's never going to be a shooter. He's never going to take someone off the dribble and hit a step-back three in an NBA game. Maybe I'm just getting closer to accepting it. Joel Embiid had a quiet game. Still scored, 24? 19. Joel Embiid had 19, 14 rebounds, and 4 assists. I love the 14 rebounds. I love the 4 assists. He did have 5 turnovers. That was because the Charlotte Hornets were playing good defense. The double teams and triple teams every single time Joel Embiid touched the ball, especially coming down the third quarter and the fourth quarter in crunch time. It was clear that was their objective. We're not going to let Joel Embiid get any easy buckets in the paint, any one-on-one opportunities, because nobody on our team can stop him. So the double teams and the triple teams were there the entire second half, and that's why Joel Embiid only finished with 19 points, but he kicked it out decently, and they swung it around the perimeter. And that's how this team can be so good. You got to pick your poison. Are you going to let Joel Embiid go one-on-one and get an easy bucket all day long, or are you going to double and triple team him and leave guys like Seth Curry wide open from three-point range? Pick your poison. Woo! Tobias Harris, I literally am in disbelief. I am in disbelief. I was at work, but I'm looking up at the TV, and I'm a bartender, by the way. I've been a bartender for 14 years, okay? So I'm literally working, talking to some coworkers, looking at out the corner of my eye. I see this, bam, bam, dunk, right? And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? I forgot I was at work. I completely forgot. Coworkers look at me like, what? What's wrong? What's wrong? What do you need? Like, no, I'm just the Sixers game. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But Tobias Harris with the hammer, I am in such disbelief. The doctor literally put him in the lab, analyzed everything about him, and fixed him. It's crazy. You told me the coach doesn't matter. You told me the system doesn't matter. It's no shock that guys like Josh Richardson, Tobias Harris, Al Horford, all these guys came into Brett Brown's system and stuck. It's no shock. The guy stinks. He had no system. He had no work ethic in practice. He had no level of respect. He has no knowledge of the game. I think he's a rugby fan. I'm serious. Nothing against rugby fans. I know I have some fans in Australia that are rugby fans, but Tobias Harris looks lighter. He looks younger. He looks way more explosive and athletic. I'm giving credit to Doc Rivers, but I also got to give credit to Tobias Harris. He did something in the offseason. I think he lost some weight, got in better shape and everything. For him to take a guy off the dribble like that on a transition and just hammer it over 2 players, I've never seen Tobias Harris go to the rim that hard. Ever. And he had a couple more drives towards the end of the game where he went to the rim that hard again. I'm in absolute shock about Tobias Harris. And if Tobias Harris can play like that primetime number 2, Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, is he a $180 million player? I don't know. But if he can be a solid number 2 and average 20 points a game, listen, man, this team could be a lot better than we actually thought they were in those first couple of games. Of course, Tobias was red hot, and he always has these games where he's red hot, right? He had a couple 30-point games last season, so I am getting ahead of myself. I know that. Tobias Harris is going to go through slumps again where he gets ice cold and all that kind of stuff. But the main thing is his explosiveness, his willingness to go to the rim hard, and his mindset right now is get the ball, make a decision, and don't mess around with it. Even though he did have an ISO situation in this game, I always talk about how he can't ISO anybody. He ISO'd Miles Bridges and hit a step-back jumper. So Tobias Harris is just absolutely blowing my mind. It looks like a different guy. I don't even know what the hell happened. I got to just give credit to Doc Rivers and Tobias Harris for working hard, being motivated, and trying to get back to what he used to be. And his defense, man. He had 4 blocks in this game. Tobias, 3 blocks. I'm sorry. 4 steals and 3 blocks. Tobias Harris. If we're getting that kind of defense out of Tobias Harris, like I said, this team is locked down with him playing defense like that. Seth Curry had a good quote before this game. He said, if I'm getting looks like this, I'm going to knock them down at this clip. And I really think Seth Curry is like, bro, at 31 years old, has never been on a team with a Joel Embiid taking double teams and with a Ben Simmons driving and the defense collapsing. Seth Curry has never been on a team where he's been this wide open. He's absolutely shocked. You know how the Curry boys work. A wide open 3 is literally a free throw for these kids. You know what I'm saying? And I say kid. He's 31 years old, but I'm 34, so whatever. But yeah, I don't think Seth Curry's ever been on a team where he's been this wide open. Period. He's loving it. He's so happy. He's like, he wakes up like, I'm playing a game tonight. I get to go out and shoot wide open 3s again. I'm looking like a real Curry brother here. You know what I'm saying? I might be outshining Steph this season, bro. He's probably texting Steph like, hey, bro, I'm coming for you this year. I got some wide open shots this year. Oh, I'm so happy for Seth Curry, man. And he has the guard play that I didn't know he had. You know what I mean? And I don't know if you guys knew it or not. I didn't watch a lot of Seth Curry. You know, I watched him a little bit last year on the Mavericks. I liked him a lot, and I always said I would like him on this team next to Ben Simmons, but I didn't know he could play the live ball game that he's been playing, you know, going around screens, getting in the lane. He had the drive in this game where he takes a defender up with his right hand, feels him on that side, switches to the left, a little Michael Jordan action from Seth Curry. You kidding me? Did he stick his tongue out? I need a baseline shot of that Seth Curry layup. I hope he had his tongue out. I'll hang that on the wall, dude. The guy's really just impressing me. And again, feel free to tell me in the comments that I'm completely overreacting because we haven't played anybody good yet. I'm fine with it. I don't give a damn. I seriously don't. I'm taking full advantage of this situation. All right, if it all comes crumbling down, that is what it is. I'm taking full advantage of how I feel right now. Shake Milton, what do you have in this point? 18 points off the bench for Shake Milton. 3 for 8 from 3. It felt to me like he hit a lot more than 3 3-pointers in this game. I just love Shake Milton's game. And like I said, if the starters can play like this and you can keep Shake and Maxey coming off the bench, this is a we've never seen a bench like this from the Sixers. Seriously. And don't forget, Doc Rivers had the best bench of all time on that one Clippers team with Lou Williams coming off the bench and all those guys. And now we have Doc Rivers, and is it a shock that all of a sudden we have a balanced team and a serious scoring bench? You know? All these years with Brett Brown, our bench has stunk. As soon as the starters go out, as soon as Joel Embiid goes out, we're a minus 9,000. Now all of a sudden, we have a bench that can hang with a lot of starting lineups. There's almost no weaknesses on this team right now. I'm really, really excited about it, man. And, Shake Milton got the watch. He got the wet-ass jumper. But butter is the word I want to use for Shake Milton's jump shot. Just butter. It's just silky smooth. It's all one motion. I absolutely love it. He's one of those guys that when he's wide open, you almost know. You know for a fact it's going in. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about Shake Milton. I love it. He had a drive on LaMelo Ball. Another guy going at LaMelo. What's up, number 1 pick? Let me show you what I can do. And he wanted the foul from the referee. He drove the lane and did a hook shot. Like, all right, Shake. Now you're just toying with him. You're in the lane doing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar hook shots. You know what I'm saying? And I do want to point out that when Shake went to the bench after that drive on Melo, I saw Sam Cassell talking to him, and I just absolutely love it. And the way that these guards are playing, Shake Milton, Tyrese Maxey, Seth Curry, even a little bit of Tobias Harris, I'm giving credit to Sam Cassell here. This dude is getting these guys to be quick decision makers, to be confident, and to get things done with the ball in their hands. Oh my God, this is just unbelievably amazing so far. Tyrese Maxey hit his first NBA three. It's over. It's a wrap. Tyrese Maxey is here. He's the real deal. Then he hits a couple of floaters. He takes LaMelo Ball off the dribble and hits the floater off the opposite foot. I am just loving me some Tyrese Maxey. 4 for 8, 1 for 2 from 3, gets 2 assists. There's a play where he swings the ball just beautifully where another player might have shot the ball. He hits shake in the corner. Just Tyrese Maxey's just looking like such a good rookie. He might be the best rookie out of this class. I don't care what you say about it. Name me a better rookie right now than Tyrese Maxey. I mean, the dude looks like a seasoned veteran. He's not playing like a rookie at all. You know what I mean? I'm absolutely loving it. Amazing draft pick. I see a little bit of Derrick Rose. I see a little bit of young Derrick Rose in Tyrese Maxey. And what I mean by that is his left to right quickness is his left to right quickness. Lateral quickness is some of the quickest I've ever seen, literally in my 34 years of watching basketball. He's one of the quickest guys I've ever seen, seriously. And it reminds me of young Derrick Rose when he used to bam players, you know what I mean? When he knocked Andre Miller on his ass. My old Sixers fans, you'll remember that. Yeah, Tyrese Maxey is just lightning in a bottle. Absolutely love the kid. What else we got to talk about, man? The Hornets went on a little bit of a run in the fourth with the triple teams and double teams. To Joel Embiid. We had some bad turnovers. We got a little bit sloppy. But, hey, we got it together. We came together. We got some big defensive stops, and we got some absolutely clutch buckets from our starters. Seth Curry, a nice drive against that annoying zone defense they were playing. You know what I mean? You had the Ben Simmons fast break alley-oop. Yeah, man, we got it done. We got huge stops. We got some clutch buckets on the other end. And we pulled out the W. I don't even want to play the Hornets again. I know we play them again next game. And then we finally get to play the Brooklyn Nets. And we'll see what we really look like, if we're really this kind of team. And so, last thing I want to do here, I had a Twitter poll last night. And I said... Where are we at? Here it is. Let me find it here. I said, can the 76ers, as currently constructed, win an NBA championship? Reply with why or why not. 165 votes. 67% of people said yes, so at least 65% of people are overreacting as much as I'm overreacting. 33% said no. Some of the replies here. This is from Certified Sue. Yes, if they avoid the Heat. I think the Heat have the tools to beat the Sixers, but the Heat are 2-3. Jimmy Butler is averaging 8 points a game. He is shooting 30% from the field and 0% from 3 right now. So through 5 games, I'm not even looking at the Heat. This is from Hoozing Robert. He said, I don't know how we keep up the scoring against the best teams like the Lakers. They have the weapons to make life hell for us on the defensive end and have the scoring to back it up too, even if we have a great defense. Okay, I'll take that. Big hitter, hashtag fire Howie Roseman. He said, no, we need one more Harden-esque player to keep up with Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Boston. Just doesn't cut it. Ben Simmons just doesn't cut it. He says 9 points, 11 points, 15 points, then he'll score under 10 for a few games. He's too passive. Listen, I already said that in this video. I've accepted the fact that Ben Simmons is not a number one scoring option, but when players around him are shooting the ball the way that the Sixers have been shooting the ball, at least so far, Ben Simmons is very, very, very valuable. Tyler Dang said they have only played for about a month on the same team and they already are moving the ball great. When this team gels, it's going to be a problem for other teams. So, yes, I think they can win it all. That's what I'm talking about, Tyler G. That's what I'm talking about. Clarence Cooper 4 said they still need an elite shot creator. Definitely a lot better than last year, though, but you need that guy who can turn on at the end of the game when a play breaks down. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think we can focus it on Joel Embiid. Other teams have to double and triple team, and we have wide open threes. So maybe you don't need that one ISO ball player. Maybe this can work. All right. There's not that many, so I'll read a couple more replies. At It's Hack, what's up, my guy? He said yes, because now that we have floor spacers, it's easy kickouts for Embiid and Simmons, assuming they stay healthy for the playoffs. Our bench unit is great, as well as Shake can knock down shots. Dwight Howard is Dwight Howard. Matisse can play defense. Furkan can space, assuming, Furkan comes back and gets his rotation minutes back. And, hey, Furkan, he's going to come back into rotation and knock down some shots too. So, yeah, man. K Falcon 8 says, I say no just because I think we need another playmaker coming off the bench. Hopefully we can find a trade or get someone in the buyout to fill that need. Wow. This bench looks incredible to me. Why do you need another playmaker off the bench when you got Shake Milton and Tyrese Maxey out here getting buckets? Jamil I Am says, if we play like how we played tonight, minus turnovers, and Joel has more points, I think we can win it all. Shooting is there. Defense looks good. Bench depth so far has held to serve. Man. All right, there's a lot more replies than I thought there were. John 188 says, I believe there are a lot of things that need to go right but to do it, but yes, there is a possibility. Sam Nunez Jr. says, yes, it would not be easy, but it is possible. Joe would battle with AD and Ben with LeBron. Everyone would need to step up, but it's not completely impossible. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. At PSE4133 said, Sixers have talent and team currently constructed is playing well. It really comes down to Ben Simmons taking the next step. They look good right now, but in the playoffs, when the game slows down, Simmons could be a problem. He needs to want to score the ball. I don't know, man. When everybody's shooting like this, he just needs to kick it out, bro. That's all he needs to do. Alexandra Silva, they have two veterans who know how to win. We can be very early. Dwight is the guy, the motivational energy to this team, which is good since Ben is afraid of the three-point line. Just need to be consistent. Exactly. Thank you all for the replies. Thank you for voting on the Twitter poll. My name is DJ Eastwood. This is Run It Back Philly. Thank you for listening to me today. I am so damn happy about this 76ers team. You have no idea. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please give me a rating and review. I want to get to 100 ratings. You guys have a blessed day. Peace.